In this exercise, we are going to copy a new COBOL member and change the name of that COBOL program to a new program name, and we will copy two JCLs that will be used to both compile and link and to run this new COBOL program. So to begin proceedings, we go to the COBOL dataset as named on the screen. The program that we're going to copy is here. We enter a C for copy. We then give the name of the dataset that we're copying it to. In this case, we're copying this member to the same dataset, but of course, we have to give it a new name. So firstly, we give it the dataset name, which is unilit.training.student. Very long name, unfortunately. Single quotes are being used here. I'm also going to copy this name for future use. You will see later why I'm doing this. We also must give it a new name, because if we're going to copy this member to the same data set, well, then we've got to give it a new name. That we will do. It's always a good idea to give it today's date, which is C11/10/23/1. You'll see that it now says that it has been copied, so we've copied the COBOL program. Now we go to the JCL dataset, which we are now in, and we're copying these two JCLs to be used with our new COBOL program. So again, two C's. We paste in the old name, except that we change this to JCL because we're copying JCLs, not the COBOL program. The first JCL will be named today's date 1, which is C11/10/23/1. It now asks us for the second JCL name, which is the run, and we'll call that C11/10/23/2. Press enter. Please note it has said that within this data set we've copied these two members. We don't see them yet because you have actually got to leave F3 and view to go back in again, and sure enough, our two data sets are now appearing here at the end. Okay, back to our COBOL program, because we're not finished with that yet. We've copied a new program. And I see I've copied it to a new name. Here it is. So let's rename that to the proper name. It should be C11/10/23/1. Done. Oh, it really exists. Ah, yeah, because I forgot to view it. There we are. C11/10/23/1. We got it right there. Okay, quickly, let's change the program. The only change I've got to make is change it right here. (23/1). That's the program changed, so that this COBOL program can be used now by the new JCLs. Now we go to our JCLs, which are as follows: 23/1 and 2. E for edit. We change the COBOL program to the new name, 23. Now we're ready to compile and link this JCL. So what we had to do was change the old COBOL programs to the new COBOL programs. Now we're going to submit this. We do an A, return code 0, perfect. We then run this program, but before we run it, we've got to edit it and change the program name here to the new program name, 23/1. That's all that we've got to change. We sub that to a B, max equal to 0. So folks, this exercise took a COBOL program, we copied it to a new program name, we changed the statement in the program ID statement to the new program name as shown here, and we saved our changes, of course. We then went to our JCLs, copied two old JCLs to two new JCLs, gave them two new names. We localized each of the JCLs. In this case, we just had to change the program name to the new program name, and we subbed it. That was the compile and link. We then had the same to do with the run JCL. We changed the program to the new program.